What's up, everybody? Another big episode of Tommy and Paulie's Big Fight Forecast. How you guys doing? We got our usual gambling discussion. I'm Paulie Malignaggi, the Tommy Rainone. Remember, anything discussed on this show is not gambling or investment advice. Everything is strictly for entertainment purposes. What's going on, Tommy? What's happening this week, buddy?
Decent amount of fights this week. The official calm before the storm.
The calm. I was just gonna say the calm before the storm. Next week is a major week, and then where all the casuals come out and start throwing in bombs and bets and everything else. But
the lines are going to go all over the place next week.
yeah, next week we got anyway card, we got Canelo card, some real monsters on the Canelo card too. That'll be a nice discussion next week. We may even have two discussions next week.
Right? Yeah, because the NOA card is the following morning, and we might have to do two shows because there's a lot to break down with Alvarez, Crawford alone, just from the fight perspective.
Yeah, and then there's the other fights too on the card.
Listen, Vargas versus Walsh is a great fight.
Yeah,
Billy versus Lester Martinez. I mean, these are real good fights.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of action this weekend. The first one Friday is in the UK. I'm sorry. It's in Ireland. So it's Sonny Edwards' brother, Charlie Edwards.
Charlie Edwards, yeah, against Juarez.
Mm-hmm. Salvatore Juarez
is
the co-main event. And listen, it's strange because Charlie Edwards, similar to his brother on paper, he only has 7 knockouts. He's not a big puncher, but he doesn't fight like Sonny. He doesn't move around the ring like a rabbit, nonstop perpetual motion. He stays in the pocket a little more. He stays in front of you a little more. Charlie Edwards is a former world champion. He's a good, solid fighter, but Juarez is for a guy with a 20-9 record, 20 wins in 29 fights. He's got a couple of draws mixed in there. This guy can fight, man. This guy is a good, durable, reliable fighter. He's aggressive. He comes to win. He hasn't had it beaten out of him yet. Where he's
is there a risk to Edwards in this fight?
There shouldn't be, but Juarez is durable. He's only been stopped one time, Paulie, and that was because his eye was sealed shut, and that was late in the fight, 9th round. Doctor checked him out for probably the 3rd or 4th time, and they finally stopped it because one eye was shut and the other eye started bleeding. So, and Paulie, he was a competitor in the fight. One judge had him up 67, 66. I mean, he was very close in the scorecard. So, I mean, he's a good fighter. He goes the distance, if nothing else, and loses a close decision if they don't stop it. So, Edwards is not a big puncher, 7 knockouts. Juarez also is not a big puncher, 4 knockouts. So, first things first, this fight's going the distance. It's 10 rounds. This fight's going the distance.
But with the odds for it to go to distance are a little high, a little minus 400.
Minus 400.
But we got Edwards on points at minus 290. Is there? Obviously, I know that when the fight's going to go to distance, you like to play it safe and say just go to distance instead of picking a winner. But from minus 290, is Edwards worth it on a parlay?
Yeah, because I mean, how I do it. I do a couple of different parlays. I'm not just doing one specific parlay. So I'll put more money on the fight going the distance, but I'll also put a couple of parlays in there for, of course, Edwards to win by decision, which I think that he's got a little more left. I think Warrior's got some miles on him. He's had a lot of tough fights, but he's coming to win. And unlike, again, Charlie Edwards, unlike Sonny, he gets hit. Sonny Edwards is all over the place. He's all over the ring. He never stays still. Charlie Edwards gets hit a little bit.
But Charlie's in the pocket, but Juarez is not a huge puncher.
Not a huge puncher. 4 knockouts. And those knockouts came very early in his career, too. I think he's had 1 knockout in his last, 20 or so fights.
Okay. But we got the other one here on this card. We got Conlan.
Yeah, we got good old reliable Michael Conlan.
good old reliable. Something tells me Conlan's cost you a couple of times.
He's cost me.
Yeah.
You know
get knocked out in the last second by Lee Wood. I'm sure it cost a lot of people.
That was the beginning of my betting career, Paulie. I mean, that was like 2022, and I was on a little bit of a heater, and I was telling my friends
a little bit of a heater, and that's the one that cooled you down.
That's the one that shut me down. So I gave my friends a couple of the bets. I said, listen, this guy Colin's going to win the world title tonight. He goes out there, he drops him in the first round, 30 seconds in with an overhand left.
You're feeling good.
He's feeling well. What's in the bag? And
especially you're on a heater already, and then he drops him in the first round.
My boys are all texting like, dude, you knew what you were talking about. And by the 7th, 8th round, all of a sudden, Conlan fell in love with his power the first 6 rounds, and now he's gassing. And I'm like, oh, shit, man. What was the Lee Wood? Lee Wood's taking these shots, starting to come on, depleting him with body shots. I'm like, oh, shit. Now Conlan's starting to crawl to the finish line. And I know he's up on the scorecards. I'm like, we just get through this 12th round. We're good. He lays on the ropes, and next thing you know, he's getting taken out on a stretcher. stretcher in the 12th round.
And you guys all lost your money.
We all lost our money. And then that was the first time Conlan cost me. Then he cost me again on a lower level
Yeah,
bet.
that was when for the other title, no, the 130-pound title when he fought with Nicaraguan guy, right?
A guy that only had like 8 career knockouts, and he got him an uppercut and put him down. I think the 6th round, 7th round. So yeah, man, good old Michael Conlan has cost me. The guy Jack Bateson that he's fighting, good fighter, but not a. It'd be easy for me to say he's not a threat. He's definitely a threat. Anybody's a threat to Conlan because I'm just so worried about this guy's chin. But Bateson is, he's got a little diversity. He switches lefty righty. He moves a lot. I see this fight as something where Conlan's going to press forward. He's going to be. Bateson's going to have to fight off his back foot. He moves around a lot. He doesn't sit on his punch.
Box off the back foot effectively.
To a degree, but it's going to be a matter of Michael Conlan coming forward. I can see it already. Michael Conlan's going to be coming forward. Bates is going to have to fight off the back foot, switch lefty, righty. He moves around a lot. He expends a lot of unnecessary energy. What's interesting about this fight is this is Conlan's first time fighting in Ireland ever. His whole career is pretty much fought in America.
Has he fought in Northern Ireland or no?
No, this is not in Belfast. This is in regular Ireland. Let me see if it's in what part of Ireland.
Has he ever fought in Belfast at least or no?
I feel like he did fight in Belfast once, but all of his fights were Belfast is considered the UK. I mean, it depends how you look at it.
Asked me if you said regular Ireland. Is that regular?
But
Republic of Ireland.
Yeah, he was fighting in the States with Top Rank. All of his fights he was fighting in Madison Square Garden on a regular basis, and now all of his fights, Michael Conlan's fights, have all been in the UK. So this is his first fight that on BoxRec you see that Ireland icon. But let me tell you what part of Ireland it is in. But, again, Paulie, I'm always worried about him. It doesn't take much of a puncher. The guy that stopped him, Jordan Gill, 27-2. The guy had 8 knockouts.
And Jordan Gill stopped him with 8 knockouts and 27 wins.
Not only stopped him, but he overpowered him throughout the fight.
So Conlan's a little bit of a worry.
Oh, this is in Dublin.
In Dublin.
Yeah, capital.
So I mean, but is Bateman good enough to do that?
It's not a matter of Paulie is if Bateson's good enough to do it. What has Conlan got left at this point? Even in his comeback fight, his last fight, he won an 8-round decision. Didn't look great doing it. And they had him in with the right guy. But I do see this fight.
Do you just stay away from, or do you like Conlan on points here? Conlan on points is usually the one you go with, right? But it's not easy to say, right?
No, I mean Bateson's been stopped. I believe he was stopped one time. And he's been dropped a couple of times throughout the course of his career. He hasn't fought, exactly world-class competition every time out.
What's Conlan on the money line?
What's that?
What's Conlan on the money line? Can't be that high. I mean,
he's minus 190 on the money line.
Minus 190 on the money line.
Yeah. So if you're gonna go Conlan, I would say, don't even get greedy. Just go 190 on the money line.
Yeah, right.
If you're gonna go with Conlan, go 190 on the money line because the decision is plus 100. So yeah, it's better odds. You got plus odds. But if I'm already telling you, I think that Charlie Edwards Juarez 100% goes the distance at minus 400, then you put those two together, and now you got plus odds.
Yeah. And then you can root for Conlan. I like Mick Conlan. I've always liked Mick, man. Good guy. Easy to root for. Just hard luck, man.
Yeah, hard luck. I mean, that Lee Wood fight.
Away from becoming a world champion, man.
Hard luck. I mean, he was never the same after that Lee Wood fight. The guy doesn't get caught in the 12th round. He wins a 12-round decision. He becomes world champion, and who knows? He gets a couple of easy titles.
You'll become a world champion. That's on your resume. You can always wind up in big fights later on or whatever.
Yeah, you're always in the mix. And you know what? They probably would have gave him a couple of easy title defenses at home, let him make a little bit of money before they get to. And unfortunately, since that Lee Wood knockout, it's kind of been downhill. But I guess and again, people, I am not betting heavy on this fight, but I guess I'm gonna go with Conlan on the money line. Yeah.
Oh, it's not. It's a parlay evener because it's a minus 190 is not bad. It's not heavy. It's not heavy, especially if you putting it together with Edwards on points. Right?
Yeah.
Now you're probably pushing close to plus money there.
Oh yeah, like I said, Edwards is not stopping Juarez. That's not in the cards. Yeah. Not in the cards.
Yeah. All right, Tommy, we got Sandy Ryan against the female fight. Sandy Ryan versus Jade Greerson. Now, I know you're always one that says women's fights always guarantee go the distance.
Yeah.
What do you think of this fight?
It's going the distance.
Why do you say that? Not very many punchers. 2-minute rounds also doesn't help their case.
Two 10-minute rounds, yeah. Two 10-minute rounds.
Ryan has lost back-to-back fights to Michaela Mayer, which of course isn't, bad on your resume. Michaela is one of the best female fighters in the world, right? So
correct. And the first one was close. The first one was a majority decision. The first one was very competitive. Michaela Mayer beat her fairly convincingly in the rematch, but
and the only thing is Grierson's never been past 6, right? So
she's never been past 6. I took a look. I took a look at her last night. I mean, she's got a slickness to her, but she hasn't fought anybody. I mean, she's got 5 fights. She hasn't been past 6 rounds, but she's defensively responsible. She moves her head. She's busy enough. So even though she hasn't been past 6, I'm going to think that she can.
Is one of those fights where Ryan, because she's lost 2 fights in a row, is just to get her back in the win column?
Yeah. Most likely
being undefeated, is she any kind of threat?
Ryan should win based on pedigree alone, but you know what? Ryan also has 11 fights and has come up short 4 times already. I mean, she's 7-3 with a draw, so she hasn't been. I mean, yes, she fought Michaela Mayer twice. She's fought good competition, but I mean, she's already got a draw and 3 losses on her record. So, if you were talking to a promoter that signed her, they probably think that Sandy Ryan's a little bit of a disappointment. No.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So let me see what the odds are. Let me double check. The odds are probably going to be high on this fight going the distance, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I would lean towards Ryan, but you know what? Again, this girl can fight.
This is in general might be the way.
Yeah, just to play it safe. Where is the Ryan line? But yeah, I mean, listen, they put Ryan in a position here to win. She's a minus 4,500 on the money line.
Wow. Wow.
You know what, Paulie? The odds. How about this, Paulie? Sandy by decision, plus 120.
So Grierson's that bad? Have you looked at Grierson?
Oh my! She's a plus 3,000 for decision. Yeah, and she's a plus 2,700 for the stoppage.
But the realistic thing here is, what about the chance of Ryan on points is plus 120?
Is plus 120. Ryan by stoppage is minus 150. So the odds maker actually favored the stoppage a little bit over the decision.
Anything? Do they know something we don't know?
Like I said, there's not a lot of Jade Greerson. There was not a lot of footage on her. I found a couple of fights on her against mid-level competition, and I mean, listen, she's definitely capable, but I mean, against the competition that she fought, it's tough to tell. Obviously, Sandy Ryan's an Olympian. She's fought on a world-class level with the females as a pro throughout her 11 fights. So, this is a tricky one. I would lean towards Ryan for the decision, or maybe a second half stoppage.
Okay, so maybe this is one of those ones where you checking for the live bet.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you know what? That's a good call. You keep reminding me on that because that's something that I got to start doing a little more of. Yeah. And yeah, that is a good call there. That might be something around round 2. See how competitive Greerson is at that point, or if she's being overwhelmed. If she's being overwhelmed, then I'm saying to myself, this fight's not going to go to 10 rounds. So yeah, you know what? Let's stick with that on this one. Live bet situation.
All right, next one. Tommy, this one's sort of your 5-star pick of the week, I think, right? Mark Dickerson.
It's a tricky one. Williamson. It's also a tricky one because Mark Dickerson's already been beaten. They brought him to Japan. He got beat. Another one of these prospects.
Because in 8-1, they sent him to Japan and he took a loss.
Yeah, they brought him out there to fight a guy that was 14-1, I believe he was at the time. So we discussed this on a show a couple of weeks ago, how they keep getting these guys beat with 12 or less fights. They're moving them too fast. Mark Dickerson had a huge amateur pedigree. He had like 150, 175 amateur fights, and they got him beat already. 8-1, 2 knockouts. Not a big puncher, but he's very aggressive, Paulie. I mean, he fights like a puncher. I don't know why he doesn't have more knockouts. The guy, Troy Williamson, that he's in is definitely capable. Williamson has never been stopped in his own right. He's 20-4. He's got a little bit of power. He's got 14 knockouts. Little long in the tooth at this point. He's starting to lose decisions on a regular basis. I think he's coming off 2 back-to-back decision losses. 34 years old or so. So, I mean, realistically, I see Dickerson win a decision here or winning outright here. But, I mean, Williamson's never been stopped in 25 fights. It's hard to believe that's going to happen here with a guy with 2 knockouts.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm saying it looks like a solid one here, right? This is
yeah. So you got minus one.
What's the odds on Dickerson by decision?
Minus 145.
It's not terrible, honestly.
Oh, Paulie, that's the fight that I saw last. I'm sorry, I just saw this guy, Troy Williamson. He fought Jai Tucker. And he got dropped twice in that fight. So he'll get dropped.
But Jai overwhelmed you, bro. Jai threw a lot of punches.
Yeah. So he got dropped twice in that fight. That was back in April. So he's actually probably coming off 3 consecutive losses, and 4 of his last 5 fights he's lost. All decisions, Guys
But are
like
they, is he taking on all guys like Jai Tucker, or are they with lesser level?
Josh Kelly, for example.
Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly's getting a title fight. You know that?
Yeah, Josh Kelly, for example.
Maybe because Aliev next.
Ishmael Davis, who was 12-0 at the time. So these are undefeated guys that he's losing to.
So is Dickerson of that level then? You're saying he's got 150, 175 amateur fights. Is he of that level? But it seems like you got to be that level to beat Williamson.
Yeah, you got to be a world-class guy. I'll tell you right now what BoxRec obviously is not. They have him as 53 and as 11 as a pro, as an amateur. But I had read that he had over 150 amateur fights. Of course, BoxRec is not accurate on the amateur fights. But listen, he can fight. Dickerson can fight. There's no question about it. And this fight again, he's from Ireland. He's from the UK. This is kind of a backyard fight for him. Once again, Williamson's on the road as the B-side. So yeah, I mean, conventional wisdom and common sense leans in the direction of Dickerson for a decision here.
Okay. All right. And the last one we're going to go over is Pat McCormack versus Miguel Parra.
Yeah.
What's that one?
What do you think on on Pat McCormack? Have you seen him?
I haven't seen this guy. No, I haven't seen him. 7-5 knockouts.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. He's one of Ireland's top prospects. 7-5 knockouts, muscle bound, strong. You know, about 5'8", but I mean, just put together well. Comes forward, fights behind the jab, mixes it up to the head and body real well.
Aggression.
He gets that.
If he can punch a little bit, or is he
He can punch. He gets that 1-2 off real quick. He gets the 1-2 off real quick. And Parra's a durable guy. Parra, I believe, I'm going to double check for you now. I think Parra was only stopped once. It might have been twice, but I mean, he's been in with very good competition too. So another case, Paulie, of a 7-0 guy, a guy with less than 10 fights, getting moved up real quick because Parra's 25-5. He's got 17 knockouts, and he was stopped twice. Now the guys he went the distance. That's what I watched last night. Greersonen, he fought Greersonen a couple of fights back. Greersonen's a very good fighter. He lost split decision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, split decision.
So Parra's no joke then.
No.
Split decision in Greersonen?
Lost the majority to a 14-0 Anis Marisardi. I'm not familiar with, but these are close decision losses.
Are they believing in McCormack that much?
I guess. And now the one time he was stopped, he got stopped by Romain Villa. He's the Argentine that he ended up losing. Now that guy can punch. That guy's a very big puncher. He ended up getting knocked out by Ennis, but he's a very big puncher. And then he lost earlier in his career. He lost a TKO. Yeah, I guess. I mean, McCormack has been the 10-round distance twice, so he can go the rounds. I don't know. I mean, this might be a money line situation, which is something I don't go with a lot. But I might go with McCormack just on the money line here.
What is he at the money line?
I think it was -4.
-4. It's
yeah.
Yeah.
Not horrible. Let me double check. Yeah, -425.
Okay.
-145 on the decision, plus 300 for the stoppage.
Interesting.
I would lean towards a decision. I'm going to probably do it both ways, Paul. I'll probably do the money line, and then I'll throw a little something extra on the decision. But it's a good test for him. I mean, he's in there with a guy with 31 pro fights that has been to a good competition that is not shot. Interesting fight.
Okay. All right, Tommy. That's I think that's all this week's show, man. We're gonna have a huge week next week, but we hope everybody likes, subscribes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Smash that like button as the term goes on when people have these YouTube channels, and let us know in the comments what you think of these picks, or if you have some input of your own. We always appreciate the dialogue here. And
that's an early afternoon fight on Saturday because that's on the Zone. That's from Ireland. I'm presuming that's probably like 3:00 in the afternoon.
And that's McCormack.
Yeah.
And remember, Friday is Conlan and the Edwards card and the Conlan card is on Friday, not Saturday. So a weekend full of fights in a way that the appetizer before the main dish next week.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm Paulie Malignaggi. That's Tommy Rainone. This has been Tommy and Paulie's Big Fight Forecast.